Savage sports fan, please like, share, subscribe. We're a new channel trying to get up and going. New subscribers, thanks for the love and support. Drop a comment, hit the bell notification, share a video. Listen, Jake Paul. I think I said Logan Paul yesterday. I'm not sure. Nobody hit me, but for some reason I keep saying Logan Paul. I think the thumbnail said Logan. But yesterday, you know who I'm talking about, Jake Paul. Listen, I'm reacting to a lot of professional fighters, Hall of Fame fighters, think Mike Tyson is going to actually knock out Jake Paul. Evander Holyfield said, yeah, that Evander Holyfield who got his ear bitten by Iron Mike Tyson. Holyfield says that if you give Mike Tyson space, he explodes, even his age, and the power is the last thing to go. It's usually the legs, the hips. Power is last. An old man can knock you right out. If he's taking care of himself, don't ever look at age like that. Don't ever look at age like that. An old man can still knock you out cold. So what Evander is saying is, if you give Mike Tyson space and you don't have the right strategy, he works his angles very well and it's hard for you to recover, and he can hurt you. And he does not necessarily have to hit you in the face. So Evander thinks Mike Tyson is going to probably win this. Lennox Lewis. Yeah, that Lennox Lewis. He's saying that he didn't really pick anybody, but he kind of said that he's leaning towards Mike Tyson. He's leaning towards Mike Tyson. You know, yesterday I said, you know, Jake Paul can possibly knock Mike Tyson right on out the ring. Jake Paul is what, 6'3". He's strong, he's vibrant. I don't think he's gonna run out of gas. You never know. This is a big moment. But here's the thing. What did Jake Paul say in his press conference? Yeah, y'all gonna watch me knock this old man out. So he's hanging that on his collar that, yeah, watch me knock this old man out. You're not knocking out Iron Mike Tyson, 27-year-old Mike Tyson, 22-year-old Mike. You're not knocking that out. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think when Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas, I think Mike Tyson was 27. And one might make an argument that Mike Tyson knocked out Buster Douglas, and they gave Buster a very long standing count. That fight, I think he got 13 seconds. And believe it or not, Mike Tyson didn't train for that fight. But if you go back and look at the tape, Mike Tyson actually knocked out Buster Douglas, but they gave him a longer stand count. And when Buster came up, ended up beating the count or getting help on the count, we all know what happened after that. Mike Tyson got, you know, the famous mouthpiece, looking for his mouthpiece on the ground. He got caught. He got caught a couple times. He got touched up pretty well. Blah, 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 blah. So this is not prime Mike Tyson. I brought that up to say, even when Mike Tyson wasn't training when he was younger, he knocked out a professional prize fighter who was hungry. So I kind of see why Lennox Lewis, who didn't pick Mike Tyson, but he kind of picked Mike Tyson, and Evander, who kind of picked Mike Tyson, and then he said Mike Tyson. And he's what Evander is pretty much saying in the whole interview is anything can happen in fighting. Both guys are trying to win, and Mike Tyson can get got if you take this guy, if you don't take him seriously. So nevertheless, I already told you, Jake Paul has youth on his side, height on his side, reach on his side. He can run around the ring. Everybody wants him to win, because if Jake Paul loses this fight, that means the money train is over. Nobody wants to see him. He'll be looked upon a fraud. He's beating these old guys. You know, Anderson Silva. You know, he's beating guys who's way past retirement, but they have a name. So as long as they have a name, he'll be looked upon as, yeah, you know, I'm Jake Paul. I beat Mike Tyson. Yeah, But Evander Holyfield also said what I said yesterday. Mike Tyson can just quit on his stool. Mike Tyson can say, man, this is a lot harder than I thought. I'm an old man. I'm Mike Tyson. I'm tired. This guy's better than I thought. I think I'm just gonna chill out. My understanding, Mike Tyson's getting 20 mil plus. You do know Mike Tyson pulled out of this fight earlier because he said $20 million wasn't enough money. And then all of a sudden the fight is back on months later. So, wink, wink. Did they throw him an extra $5 million? Did they throw him some extra back end money? Did they throw him an extra $10 million? I don't know. But from what I've seen, allegedly, he might be making over $20 million. Allegedly. I want to be, pocket watching on Mike Tyson. But nevertheless, if he's making 20 some odd million bucks, is there stipulations in that contract saying, hey man, you can't quit on the stool. Hey man, you gotta at least go 10 rounds. Hey man, this fight has got to be blah, 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 blah. Anything they can put in the contract to make them get their money back. But nevertheless, I reported yesterday, right now the tickets for the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight is going for $85. Texas Stadium, Jerry's World. Tickets are not flying off the shelf. I think it's a spectacle. They may have to buy some tickets or give some tickets away free. Mike Tyson ain't Mike Tyson no more. He don't even have his podcast anymore. Nevertheless, this is just, in my opinion, this is just not going to be a competitive fight. Maybe 1 or 2 rounds. It'll be interesting. This is not a fight where they both going to be exchanging fights. Blows. Ooh, look at Mike. I think this is a fight where people going to say, wow, Mike Tyson can still move like that? Wow, that he almost sick. Oh, by the way, when the fight goes down July 20th, Mike Tyson will be 58 years old. So I think fans are going to tune in to say, wow, this guy can still move like that at 58. He shouldn't be fighting a 27-year-old guy. They say, well, why would we put Mike Tyson against another 50-something-year-old guy, like a George Foreman or somebody? And that might be interesting. 2 50-something-year-old men. I think that would be more interesting. Him getting beat up by a YouTuber. So, what does Jake really get out of this? A lot of money. No one's never going to recognize him as the true fighter that he wants. But hey, nevertheless, he'll be on the record for beating Mike Tyson. But if Mike Tyson knocks out this guy, Mike Tyson knocks out Jake Paul, knock him out in tremendous Mike Tyson, I am Mike Tyson fashion, where does Mike Tyson go from here? Where does Mike Tyson go? Mike Tyson, we gave you $30 million. Would you fight Roy Jones again? Would you fight Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson at a catchweight? I don't know. So it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Ladies and gentlemen, Netflix is behind this. So you better believe as we get closer to the fight, it's going to be Netflix, Netflix, Netflix. Netflix commercials. Netflix, Netflix, Netflix. Netflix, Netflix, Netflix. So this is just about advertising. It's just throwaway marketing dollars for Netflix. Throwaway, because if this is all over social media being shared everywhere and Netflix's logo and name in the background, man, it's a win-win for Netflix. They don't care who win, lose, or draw. Their name is out there. And if it's a success, Netflix can do this again. It'll be a package business model that they can take to a lower tier fighter like a Floyd Mayweather, anybody with name recognition. Look what we did with Mike Tyson. Sean Porter, come on out of retirement. It becomes its own thing, its own league. It's shown on Netflix. They work out a deal with Twitter. It's only shown on Twitter. So I guess at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, follow the money. Drop a comment. Who do you think are you going to watch this? First of all, drop a comment and let us know, are you going to watch Mike Tyson, Jake Paul? Again, I think yesterday I said Logan Paul, but today it's Jake Paul. Are you going to watch? Are you going to watch? Drop that comment. Are you going to get a new Netflix subscription with all of this? Maybe Netflix say for the first, I don't know, 2,000 people, we give you 2 months free. Would you take it? I know I would. I think I'm paying right now $6 a month. And I don't watch Netflix like that. I cancel Netflix. When I cancel Netflix, they came back to some deal like, hey, if you allow us to put commercials on your Netflix subscription, you could get it for $6. And I signed up. I got it. I got Netflix. I don't know when the time I watched it, but I think Amazon Prime is a lot better, but whatever. Nevertheless, Evander Holyfield, says Mike Tyson. Lennox Lewis says it, but not says it. I don't think Lennox Lewis want to even give this thing any type of credibility. I don't think he wants his name out there, because during the interview with Lennox, the guy tried to pressure him. It was the Smo out of Chicago, the suburb of Chicago, by the way. He tried to get him ironclad, like, who you picking? And Lennox got quiet. And then Lennox said, well, you know, Mike is this, Mike could do that. He didn't even say much about Jake. He just talked about Mike. So that tells me he's not taking a YouTuber serious against Iron Mike Tyson, even though Mike Tyson's going to be almost 60. So, nevertheless, this is Savage Sports Fan. Hey, man, summer's coming. Summer's coming. We got to have something to talk about. It's going to be a college football is in September. We already know that. Actually, the end of August is the first game of college. They actually moved it up a week and a half early. So you'll be getting college football early this year, ladies and gentlemen. Not September, not Labor Day, none of that stuff. You're going to be getting it at the end of August. So usually it's always like that. It's, you know, the smaller teams. But now, I guess the recession is affecting everybody. College football is like, we gonna put the big teams on the schedule early. We want that money. We want those TV dollars. So nevertheless, and lastly, Diddy. Diddy a grown man. Diddy got caught on film. It's a lot of people with a lot of takes on Diddy. I told you before, I met Diddy's mom. She's amazing. Shout out to Cassie. What she said was true. I cannot defend Diddy. Can't defend him. He ripped off too many other producers that I know. Diddy is known for not paying. If you go around New York City back in the day, they always told you Diddy doesn't pay. Diddy didn't pay and Trump doesn't pay. Diddy and Trump used to be real tight like that. So Trump probably floated some information like, you paying too much. You Diddy, man. You don't pay these people nothing. But that's just allegedly. I don't want nobody talking crazy to me, but all of this is alleged. All of this is fantasy. But my takes on Diddy is, I'm watching the show like everybody else. We'll see what happens. Anyway, this is Savage Sports Fan. Drop a comment, like, share, subscribe. New subscribers, I'm always loving you for the love and support. Until next time, I'm out.